family members are trying to hustle me, and I don't know if they're right. I'm pretty sure they're wrong. And so let's lay it down. Gas points, reward systems, chocolatey fudge coated, get 40 cents off a gallon. Super cool. If you spend super cool was sarcastic. If you spend money on gift cards, you get 4x the fuel points. And for every $1 of groceries you buy, you get 1 fuel point. And once you get 1,000 fuel points, you get a gallon for free. I don't know. At the end of the day, getting 20 cents off gallon for a one-time fill up for my car that takes, 15 gallons, we're talking about $3. Saving $3. I'm jumping through all these hoops to save $3 once. Now, let's say I'm able to recreate that every month. I'm saving $36 in a year. What are we talking about? But it's a reality that there's a lot of people like this program works, right? There's a lot of people like my family members who get excited about, they don't do the math and realize that $3 isn't worth their time, but they get really excited about jumping through the hoops to get that $3 off, once a month or whatever. And it motivates them to work, to put in effort. A small monetary incentive motivates them to do work. Right. So what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about the Roca Sifter. We're talking about the TCG Player created super special robot that is going to sort cards. And specifically, it's going to do 2 things that are powerful. One is that it sorts cards. It's got 3 bins in it, and you put in a stack of cards, and it will be able to essentially say, this card is worth money, these cards are not worth money, and this is the pile of cards we weren't able to figure out. That alone is extremely valuable, but that's not all, because the second thing it does is it scans cards. People wonder, why do you use TCG Player? Why don't you use Mana Pool? Why don't you use eBay? Why don't you use whatever? Because TCG Player has some of the easiest to use tools for mass scanning and collecting data on what cards you have and uploading them to be sold. I think that's my reason, because the app, the TCG Player app that's on your phone, which, by the way, my phone case, check this out. I've got a signed cool Nevermore from Original Innistrad in foil in my phone case. Can't remember what these are called. Not a sponsor, but anyways, on my phone, I also have an app, the TCG Player app, where you can scan cards and then upload them to TCG Player and sell them. You can export them as a CSV and then upload to Mana Pool, but TCG Player makes it very easy. And I imagine it's going to be similar with this sifter device, that it's going to be very easy to upload what I scan in my sifter to my TCG Player account to sell. So 2 big deal things. One is that it sorts out the valuable cards, but the second thing is that it scans them and makes it easy to just load them into TCG Player to sell. And so what does that mean? Well, it means I've got a box here. I'm not going to grab it. It's a box of Jumpstart Marvel Superheroes Jumpstart. It is a case, so it's got 6 boxes inside of it. And these boxes haven't moved or anything, right? I'm pretty sure they're still about $120 a box. TCGplayer.com. And they still contain cool cards in them, and there's still some inverted expected value. However, that inverted expected value has certainly been closing. Yeah. It used to be like $300 expected value. Now it's closer to, now it's closer to like 200. And then even the median I'm seeing here is like 120, which is about what you can buy them for. So the expected value is small, like much smaller than it used to be, but that's the way it goes. Stuff comes out, it gets overprinted, gets dumped, whatever. Yeah. So these things are, I'll share my screen. So these things are 120 on TCG Player or less, which is quite incredible. What a pretty curve. Anyways, so it's not necessarily looking like it's a great thing to like open up and sell the singles Anyway, but if I did want to, there is a big difference in the effort of I need to know all the cards that are worth money versus, oh, I just need to open it up out of the wrapper and stick it in a tray. And that's the reality that's coming with this sifter device, is that I can just unwrap, the whatever 24 times 6 booster packs, stick them in a tray, hit the play button, and then boom, a pile of expensive cards, and they're not all expensive, but 25 cents and higher cards are there ready to go, and they're all just ready to be uploaded straight into my TCG player. Yes, now I need to sort them alphabetically and store them in my whatever piece of furniture I'm storing cards in these days, but that part is so simple and easy compared to the before, which is what I would currently be doing, is like opening up every single pack, looking through for the expensive cards, pulling them out by hand, missing some, which I do all the time. I find out months later, like, oh, this card's valuable. And it's like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? I sold like 50 of those in bulk lots to random folk over the past year, It happens to me. I don't know if it happens to you, but the sifter machine is going to change that. And it's going to make it easier to make money opening up sealed product, whether that's sealed commander decks or cases of the new shiny thing like Marvel Jumpstart is, or whatever. And that is going to change a lot. It's going to change a lot. It's going to make cards easier to list. Now, going back to the story about gas prices and saving money and whatever, it's not worth it to me to go, gather fuel points and buy gift cards with the, to get the points so that I can get $3 off gas so that I can save, I guess $3 overall. But it is for some people. Some people, that's the little push. It's like not big. It's not the biggest deal ever. It's not like they're getting tons of money off gas, but it's enough to really motivate them to do it. And that's what this Roca sifter is going to do. It is going to motivate people that otherwise would just let their case of Jumpstart just sit there. It's going to motivate them to open it up and put it in their machine and hit play and upload those singles and sell them. And I think it's going to make a big difference. This marginal shift in how difficult it is for the average person to open up product and list it on TCG Player, this relatively small shift is going to make a big difference in behavior for a number of people, myself included. I'm going to be so much more interested in looking at these expected values, the Mox Alphas and Anon's EV calculator and other places to understand what opportunities are there to buy an open product and just make money from it, because the Roca sifter makes that the Roca sifter makes that process so much easier. So get ready for it. If you're interested, it's like $800 or something like that for the device, which is a lot, but it does a lot. And so if you're like, I don't know, if you're deep into this trading card world, I think it's just going to be incredible. I'm really excited about it, especially on the Magic side. Pokemon is a little trickier, but we don't talk about Pokemon here. Boo, boo, Pokemon. Anyways, good times, y'all. Thank you to my patrons for their generous support, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.